The entire courtroom froze the moment the officer raised his hand and slapped her. The sound cracked through the room like a gunshot. Gasps followed instantly. A chair scraped loudly against the floor. Someone dropped a pen. Even the court reporter stopped typing mid-sentence. But what happened next no one expected, because within seconds, the same officer who thought he was in control was the one hitting the floor. Order! Order in the court! The judge's voice thundered, but it came a second too late. The officer, Deputy Carl Briggs, staggered backward, his balance gone, his face stunned more by shock than pain. His body slammed against the wooden barrier before collapsing to the ground. Silence swallowed the room. At the center of it all stood the woman, calm, still, unshaken. Her eyes didn't carry fear, they carried something far more dangerous. Control rewind just 30 seconds earlier. "You will answer the question," Briggs barked, leaning forward aggressively. The woman stood at the witness stand, hands loosely clasped in front of her. "I already have," she replied, voice steady. Briggs scoffed loudly. "Don't play smart with me. You people always think you can out-talk the law." A murmur rippled through the courtroom. The judge frowned slightly. "Deputy, maintain professionalism." Briggs wasn't listening anymore. He stepped closer, too close. "Maybe you don't understand where you are," he said, voice low and threatening. The woman didn't step back. "I understand perfectly." That calmness, that confidence, it irritated him. To him, it looked like defiance. To everyone else, it looked like something else entirely: control. "Raise your voice at me again," Briggs snapped, "and I'll slap." That was the moment everything changed back to the present. Briggs groaned on the floor, trying to process what had just happened. "How did—" "Self-defense," the woman said calmly. Her voice cut clean through the silence. Two other officers rushed forward instinctively, then slowed. Something didn't feel right. The judge stood up. What just happened here? The courtroom doors burst open. Heavy footsteps echoed in. Three sharply dressed individuals entered, two security officials and a tall man in a dark suit. "Stop," the man said firmly. Every head turned. He walked forward with purpose, eyes locked on the woman. "Ma'am, are you all right?" She nodded once. "Fine," turned slowly toward Briggs, still struggling to stand. "Do you have any idea who you just assaulted?" Briggs wiped his mouth, still disoriented. "She's a witness. She disrespected." "Enough." The word landed heavy. The man reached into his coat and pulled out an identification badge, not a regular one, the kind that shifts the air in a room. He held it up clearly. A few people in the courtroom leaned forward to see, then came the whisper. "That? No way," the man spoke clearly. "This woman is a member of Parliament." The room went dead silent. Every eye turned back to her. Briggs blinked rapidly. "What?" The man stepped closer, voice controlled but sharp. "She's here under federal review authority. This entire session has been under observation." The judge's expression changed instantly. "Why wasn't this disclosed?" The woman finally moved just one step forward. "Because I wasn't here to be recognized," she said. "I was here to observe." Her eyes shifted toward Briggs. "And you made that very easy." Briggs's confidence had completely evaporated. "I didn't know," she cut him off. "You didn't ask." That hit harder than anything else. The courtroom atmosphere had flipped entirely. Where there was authority, now there was exposure. Where there was control, now there was consequence. The man in the suit turned to the judge. "We'll be filing a formal report. Immediate suspension is recommended." The judge nodded slowly. "Agreed." Briggs looked around the room. No support, no backup, just eyes watching, judging. Recording. The woman adjusted her sleeve slightly, completely composed. "You see," she said quietly, "respect isn't something you give based on titles." She paused, then added, "It's something you show before you know who you're dealing with." No one spoke, no one moved, because the lesson had already landed. Hard outside the courtroom, cameras were already gathering. Inside, one mistake had just rewritten everything. And the man who thought he controlled the room became the example everyone would remember, because sometimes power doesn't shout, it waits. And when it moves, it doesn't miss.